Yo guys, what is going on? The voice is doing a little bit better. They say the best way to fix a voice is to not talk. So I'm gonna make this video and then I'm not gonna talk. All right, so keep that in mind, boys. Thank you guys for clicking on the video today. Today is going to be a day full of UCL content probably. If it doesn't come, I'm shocked. It should come today, but this video, I want to talk about with you guys. Obviously, you can see on the screen the PlayStation servers are down, so we will not be going on PlayStation this morning. But we'll use flipping, and there's going to be a lot of voice cracks in the video. It's just my voice, man. I'm sorry. What I do want to go through with you guys is talking about this upcoming weekend league and player prices, because I know a lot of you guys, are probably curious about it. What we're going to go through is talk about a lot of players that I feel like maybe you guys should try out this weekend or try to go maybe the next few days. You need a little bit of a push to trade, or you have coins and you want to upgrade your team. That will be the goal of this video. Maybe is to give you guys that push, or just give you guys an idea of some players that you should use for the upcoming weekend league. I mean, it is right around the corner, and I have used a good amount of players via draft and all that now to give you guys basically a bunch of players on any budget. So let's get started. Let's get into it. We'll chill on flipping today, which is all good with me. The first one, Eder Militao, right? This guy is potentially right now the best value for money center back in FIFA. He's unbelievable. And I thought he was going to be unbelievable for this year, but I've played with him. He's in my main team. He's unbelievable, man. He's so good. He's 24.5K right now. I think at worst, like with any panic, he drops to 22 or 23. I'm thinking this card is going to be probably 27, 28 this weekend, minimum. I think it has to be, because the reason this card is so good is he has such good transition ability. He has really high agility, really high balance, and then really high acceleration and really good sprint speed with really solid defending. So you guys can see that last week he hit 26. I think it'll be about there this weekend as people go ahead and they panic buy their weekend league teams. I think that this is a really good player. Now, something I want to talk to you guys about for your teams and all that is the goalkeeper position. Now, this is really interesting because right now goalkeepers are really cheap. If any of you guys want to upgrade your keeper or get a keeper for weekend league, this would be the perfect time to do so. I'm going to give you guys a few options, but it's crazy how undervalued these guys are. So, first of all, David De Gea, in terms of draft, in terms of me playing the game, this is the best keeper I've played against so far in FIFA Ultimate Team, the best one. The dude has made some absolutely crazy saves against myself. So De Gea is nuts. De Gea right now is the cheapest he has been all year. He was actually 97K about a week and a half ago, which is crazy. So this guy, I mean, I'm going to tell you this right now. In a few weekend leagues come, as the time goes, he's going to be like 130 to 150K. He just is. Trust me. Give it like 3 or 4 weeks. Market gets stable. He's going to be close to doubling his price, if not actually do it. So what that would mean is as De Gea rises, a lot of these other cards are going to rise. Alisson's going to go up a lot. Alisson should hit about 75 to 80. He's also very good. I've played against him. Very solid card. And then you have like Oblak, Ter Stegen. These guys are all undervalued. I think something interesting is Neuer. Like Neuer's not really fully gone up in price yet. And I think there's going to be a certain point when he does explode to that 200 plus. And I think a lot of these Team League ones, as I talked about in my video last night, today could be like one of the last times they actually get panic sold before they start getting really rare, which is something you do have to look out for, because if any of you guys are interested in Team League 1, I know some of you guys probably are for your weekend league teams, the only way a lot of these guys are going to drop is if EA supplies them via an SBC, or if, for example, Delaney gets another inform or Mertens gets another inform. That's really, at the end of the day, the only way that these guys would drop is if they got another inform. So keep that in mind. So that would be goalkeepers. I mean, if you don't have a goalkeeper yet, you should get one. While we're on the topic of center backs, it's important to talk about Varane. It's important to talk about Ramos. It's important to talk about Van Dijk, Langlet, these kind of guys, right? So Varane got panic sold last week till 180K, I think. And I believe that this card is going to hit 300,000 coins within 2 to 3 weeks. I really do. I think he'll hit 250 for this weekend. But I've played, obviously, a good amount of FIFA so far. And this guy has been one of the better cards that I've played against at period. Doesn't even matter. Icon center backs. Anybody. This guy is a beast. He's top level. So I think he'll be in a lot of teams. The only downside with this card is the 38 balance, but overall he's really good. I can't really say much else Besides that, he is just really solid. So Varane is a guy that you do want on your weekend league team. You can actually strong link him because of the nationality in the league with Lenglet. Now, Lenglet is 84K. Lenglet's the highest he's ever been. Lenglet just won't stop going up. I bought Lenglet for my team, I think, at 64K with a shadow. So Lenglet is flying from the price that he was. I think Lenglet is going to hit the max price range, that 100K range. I think he's going to hit it. I don't see anything stopping it, man. He just goes up every single day. He's up 8,000 coins right now. So I don't really see anything stopping this card from going up. And this guy is also on my main team right now, and he's really good. He's just really, really solid. I can't really say anything else about it. The thing that's really cool about him is that he has a 4-star weak foot, which, to be honest, like allows him to you can leisurely dribble a little bit with him around the back, which is kind of cool because usually with center backs you're kind of forcing the ball out, but because he's got pretty decent passing, with 68 for center back's not bad, and like a good weak foot, it actually really allows him to be able to just kind of like ping the ball around a little bit in the back. And then Ramos and Van Dijk, I think these are two other players that you guys are really curious about. Ramos is going to go over 200 for sure. Is he still really good? Yeah, he is. And as you guys can see here, Ramos' price is not at the correct price right now because he was 205K during early access, which means that he's got a lot of room to rise. He's going to probably hit 240, 230 this year. If you want to look like at a last year price, what I would say to you guys is look at the flip-flop. Just flip-flop Ramos and Varane from last year to this year, and it should really help you guys probably understand, like just price-wise, what these guys are going to turn out to be in this upcoming year. It should help you guys because I think Ramos and Varane are going to change roles in terms of price in this upcoming year because just Varane is now better and Ramos is a little worse than him. So those would be two other center backs. And then obviously the big question is, Nick, what's going on with Van Dijk? Van Dijk is going to go really high this year. Van Dijk is the best center back in the game. I've played a lot of FIFA. Now, personally, I don't like Van Dijk too much, even though he's nuts as a defender. And the reason for that is that I was getting burned on defense with him. Like, on the breakaway, he's not as good. But other than that, this guy's fantastic. If I played Van Dijk, I would play a really fast center back with him, is what I would do. 550K right now. I would say give or take, give it like a few weeks. He's probably 700, 800. So if any of you guys need Van Dijk, definitely get him before rewards on Thursday. This card is just going to explode at a certain point. He was already 622K. Today could be a really good opportunity as he's going to get a blue card that will get released with his gold card just onto the market. That's a really good opportunity for you guys to get that Virgil van Dijk. And then, like, you know, fullbacks are a little bit different. Like Walker, Cancelo, like these kind of guys, they'll go up another 20 or 25 or 15K. But outside of that, they won't go up that much more. Fullbacks are always, like, limited in terms of their price and what they can go to. I've never really seen a FIFA where Kyle Walker's been like more than 115K, so he's not going to go up that much more than that. What I would say to you guys is Alex Sandro and Andy Robertson. Now, these two surprisingly could go really high. These two guys could go really high. Their demand is off the chain, and Sandro is like just really linkable, and Robertson obviously links to Virgil van Dijk. So when you have those kind of links going on, you're going to go up. I don't even think Robertson's that good. It kind of reminds me of last year. I did not think he was that good in FIFA, but the demand is just always going to be there. He's gonna get close to that 120K just because of the linkability. And right now, if you look in the left backs in the Premier League, there's not many. I don't think there's many at all. So I think Robertson, I was like trying to build a hybrid team the other day for somebody. There's nothing. You literally have Robertson and then what? Nothing. There's literally no other option. So what I will tell you guys is that if there's any other players that do get an inform at the left back position in the Premier League, that will probably be my favorite investment of the year. So we have to watch out for that. We have to watch these games and hope that we get an inform as a left back. Other midfielders that we have to talk about: Allen, Matuidi, Conte. Allen's at 59K right now. These are all players that I think you guys would love in Weekend League. That's why I'm pointing them out. Matuidi's at 40. Matuidi's undervalued, so Matuidi's got more room to rise. He's got a better card, arguably, than last year. Yeah, he's 36K. That card has a lot of potential to rise, so that's a very undervalued card. Conte at 319. At Xbox, he's going to go over 300. At PS, he'll go close to 400. I think Conte's like the truth this year. I played a lot of draft games against Conte, and he's really next level, man. Conte's like the truth this year. So Conte is also undervalued in a way, and I think if you put in Pogba into this mix, Pogba's also really undervalued. But what I will say is that the fact that Conte is 100K cheaper than Pogba is very not right. So if you want Conte, and I think he's amazing and you have the coins, you should get on him soon. Kevin De Bruyne is another player that is very, very in demand. He's actually out of packs right now. Now, I don't even think he's going to drop that much when he goes back into packs, just because I think his inform is going to start to go up a lot. And I think De Bruyne is just really in demand. Griezmann's another interesting one. Griezmann is going to be okay. And Griezmann, you know, as long as the market's okay, we'll probably hit 350 to 370 this weekend. Right now, Griezmann is in my team, so I'm not even planning on selling him because obviously his gold card is out of packs until Monday because of the ones to watch. So this card will probably maintain its value and keep climbing. In terms of the lower budget and these kind of players, Rashford is going to go over 100,000 coins this weekend, 100,000%. There's no doubt in my mind. So if you do want Marcus Rashford, get him soon. Any EPL striker I would get soon because those are going to fly after rewards this week. Ousmane Dembele might crash a little bit today. Was like 70 plus last night. On Xbox, if that's really 51K, it's really undervalued. He's got a lot of room on Xbox to catch up with the PS4. So Xbox, you got an undervalued price right there. Looking a little bit more into it, Martial is going to rise a lot. Werner's going to rise a lot. And all these guys right here that you see, I mean, for me, outside of Pepe and Dembele, Hernandez, Ousmane Dembele, Rashford, Werner, Martial, Ben Yedder, Wijnaldum, I love. Sissoko, all these guys are really good to use for Weekend League. Like, all these guys right here. So, that's why we got him up. Lucas is 59K. Wow, that's surprising. You know what's interesting about Lucas is that I tried him out and I didn't like him that much. I thought he was good, but I didn't think he was like an 83 that should be worth 60K, but it is what it is. I don't know. That card will continue to go up as well. Certain cards like Serge Aurier, today is Tuesday. If you need this card, try to get him before tomorrow because if Ndombele does get an upgrade, this card's going to rocket to the moon. You know, people could argue that it's not going to go up that much because people will just link it with Sissoko. I disagree. I think people will literally do Davinson, Ndombele, and Aurier. I think that's what they'll do. So, heads up on that one. Other things to talk about. This Goretzka is going to peak at 40, but he's not going to go much more than 40. Goretzka does this every year, man. I don't know what it is, but Goretzka never goes above 40 or 50K. So don't expect Goretzka to go up like to 60 or 70K. It's just not going to happen. Certain players like this are going to start to go down in a week. These are always players that early on really peak early because they're very usable in the early on game, and they're very low rated and accessible. And for Jamie Vardy, you get an 88 pace player with 27K. I'm just telling you, though, this is a player that does peak early on and then drops through the rest of the game. You guys can see the trend every single year. This is a player that, I don't know if I can pull up generations, but yeah, the same thing happened last year. I'm pretty sure the same thing. He was like 20K. Here you guys go. 22K and then start to drop off in the October month. So keep that in mind if you guys are going to buy Jamie Vardy for Weekend League. He's going to struggle to hold his price through the month. And I will say that, honestly, about a lot of these cards. Like, a lot of these cards outside of, like, I don't even know, man. A lot of these cards are going to probably go up for another week or two and then start to go down. Because what's going to happen in the process of Weekend League coming up, guys, is that people are going to get the coins to upgrade, whether it's trading, whether it's rewards. People are going to get the funds in their club to start upgrading the players that they had, like these guys, and then move on to, like, Varane, Lenglet, Ramos, Conte. That's why when you look at graphs, right? Like, let me show you. I'm going to show you Varane from last year. So Varane last year, like, this brother doesn't stop going up, man. And the reason for that is because this guy is always a guy that people are constantly upgrading to. As you guys can see, he's still going up in the end of October. And he's crashed in Black Friday and goes up after. So this is a card that will maintain its value basically until the new year. In the new year is when people start getting icons and things like that. But you got like 4 or 5 months with Varane. So just want to keep you guys in the loop with Weekend League prices. Expect a huge look. We don't have Weekend League rewards coming on Thursday, so the market boost is not that much. However, I think it will be equivalent to Weekend League rewards just because we're also going to be getting, we're going to get Rivals rewards, which a lot of people got because a lot of people played. And we're also going to be getting the reality that Weekend League is coming up. So, like, a guy for me, I've got team upgrades to make. A lot of people do. So, a lot of people will do that come this Thursday. So, get whatever cards you need today and tomorrow. And, yeah, I want to make this video just talk about a few players with you guys, get on early and speak about this stuff. So, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. I'm going to rest the voice, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace out.